In the Oscar-winning film Annie Hall, Woody Allen's character Alvy Singer lamented, "I feel that life is divided into the horrible and the miserable." That's the two categories. Hopefully most of us realize that life can be divided into many other categories, including joyful and passionate and surprising and wondrous, along with, of course, at times, the horrible and the miserable. What many of us also realize is that we have the ability to anticipate the best possible outcome or the worst possible outcome. Do any of these sound like you? You can instantly transform any ache or pain into a potentially life-ending illness. You can easily shift any scary news story into an imminent threat to you and your loved ones. You can magically mutate anybody else's workplace problems into sure signs that your job is on the brink of collapse. When we let our minds wander down those back alleys into catastrophic thinking, you probably do one or both of the following: overestimating unlikely probabilities, overestimating devastating consequences. So what should we do? Well, the experts tell us that catastrophic thinking needs to be challenged by more rational, logical thinking. Here are 3 ways to seize control of your brain before your brain seizes control of you. 1, name your catastrophic thinking for what it is and the impact it makes. When your mind starts to wander down those dark what-if roads, say to yourself out loud if it helps, "I am having catastrophic thoughts, and these don't serve me at all." Or, "I am making up a terrible story, and that's all it is, a story." Or, "These thoughts make me feel horrible, and I can change them." One of my favorite phrases comes from a magnet I saw on the wall of a yoga studio. Don't believe everything you think. 2, remind yourself that even if the worst case scenario should happen, you have the resources you need to deal with it. Take a few minutes to list all of the inner resources you have available: your resilience, your determination, your sense of humor, and the external resources you have available: your family and friends, your home, your job, all of which you could lean into if and when you need them. 3, find the core of truth in your catastrophic thinking that needs real attention from you. If you're constantly worrying that you're going to be fired, ask yourself what's actually going on at work that's raising your level of anxiety, and make a plan to address that. I call this the 2% true rule. Even if your concern seems really far-fetched, perhaps there's 2% of it rooted in truth that's worth checking out. Rather than invite catastrophic thinking, let's embody the words of Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, who said, "Thinking is more precious than all 5 senses." Let's shift our precious thinking from what we fear the most to what we believe we are truly capable of, in the best of times, or, if the unthinkable should happen, in the worst of times.